What's good, Josh? Your boy J Suave. I am the host of J Suave TV. And in today's video, I just want to quickly talk about why B-Mickie might be the dumbest character in all of BMF Season 4. This is a character that's returning similarly to Lamar after the events of Season 2, where Meech first learns that B-Mickie was wearing a wire damn near throughout the whole season, trying to get him and BMF caught up after Bryant had some evidence that he was the one who took out Kato. And Meech felt like he had to disassociate because B-Mickie held that information for so long. Now, when I heard B-Mickie was returning, I was excited, especially after the events of Season 3. For me, it was a lackluster season, and I felt like the show was trying to bring back characters that bring back that OG BMF feel, rightfully so. As the season progressed, it felt more and more like bringing back B-Mickie was the right move. It gave him a good storyline where he's now married with a daughter. His daughter is sick, so he needs to plead with Meech and Terry to get back into BMF's good graces so he can make some money in order to support our operation. So eventually he finds his way back. He's able to do some missions for the organization while simultaneously also getting in the Flenory family's good graces. And that he was already a family friend, he got some much needed donations from the church that was used to support his daughter's surgery, as well as eventually getting his soon-to-be wife their ring, having Charles be his best man, putting himself in a much better position towards the end of the season than he was at the beginning. I really was loving this storyline. Like I said, B-Mickie had a lot that he was getting done. It didn't feel forced. It felt like he earned his way back into BMF. And it also felt like his character never left, but also that he got the redemption that he so desperately needed after working with Brian Scandalous has in Season 2. Much to his dismay, he did not want to work with bro, obviously. I was really loving B-Mickie's storyline until I learned his actual motivation. See, B-Mickie feeling slighted on how Meech did him at the end of Season 2, kicking him out of the BMF organization, is looking to get revenge on his former bosses. He puts together this elaborate scheme where he's able to rejoin BMF and essentially destroy it from the inside, which he's doing a great job of so far, I can't lie. Him not going through with the Jay Pusher hit put Meech in a bind some episodes back and also strained him and Terry's relationship even further. And we also see them put down young Bobby Brown in, I believe, episode 4-8. An attempt to bring more unwanted gays to BMF. One of the police to believe that it was BMF infighting that led to bro's death. Slight tangent, by the way, but I know B-Mickie felt away when bro was telling him all the things that he could have did when he was working with Brian, telling Meech the truth, letting him know that he had a wire on him. I think it really hit B-Mickie having that conversation with bro because he knows he could have done those exact same things and played it out in that same way. And I think if he could have went back, he probably would have done it that way. I don't think B-Mickie even wants to be doing the things that he's doing, but he just feels so slighted to the point that he's willing to do whatever it takes to see Meech and Terry fall. So much so he's willing to put the Flenory family as a whole at risk. You see, in this episode right here, he pulls up on Meech's crib in Atlanta, I believe, with the intention to take him out. If it wasn't for Charles, he would have went in that crib and Lord knows what would have happened. Mind you, at this point, Meech don't even know B-Mickie's back in the BMF organization. Terry's the one that let him in unbeknownst to bro. So he definitely would have caught Meech lacking. If it was any other character, they would have got clipped. But we already know, Meech plot armor is out of this world. I love how Charles put things in perspective in the last episode too, letting him know, look, after all we did for your ass, you still out here trying to be grimy towards my family? I was your best man just a couple episodes back. We funded your wedding and this is how you doing us? This is how you were paying us for helping us with your daughter's hospital fees. On top of that, you back in the drug game now? You back to moving these drugs up in these polls? Nah, you ain't no son of mine. Gotta give Russell Hornsby his props, by the way. He been cooking all season with the acting. Shout out to my boy Raw Dog Charles. Now, I know no fan of the show is actually asking this because y'all watched the show. Y'all know exactly how B-Mickie ended up back in the BMF organization. Just entertain me real quick while I lead into B-Mickie's biggest mistake of the season. Now, what all B-Mickie did in past seasons to almost bring down BMF altogether. Why on earth would Terry let him back in the organization? Mind you, Terry was trying to warn Meech about him all season 2, really season 1. He never liked B-Mickie for real. But why would Terry, of all members of BMF, let bro back in the organization? It don't make no sense until you factor in the fact that B-Mickie saved Meech and Terry's life, and he would use that as a reasoning to get back in the organization later on. But how did he save Meech and Terry's life again, J Suave? It's been a couple episodes, I'm forgetting. Let me remind you, this man made a deal with the literal devil, the beast of the east, Lamar Silas himself. I can't even put into words how foolish that was. Not only did he make a deal with this man Lamar, he turned on him. This man B-Mickie told Lamar, I know how you can get the drop on Meech and Terry. I know where they go be tonight. Pull up to this address at this time and I guarantee you they go be free eat. Looking like 2 deer in headlights. They not even go see you coming. Lamar would have got off if he didn't get to the talk no jutsu. He got to telling them where he's been, how he beat his drug addiction. B-Mickie used that to his advantage and put 2 in his back. Stuck around long enough so that Meech and Terry knew it was him that did it, in an attempt to build good faith to hopefully get himself back into the organization. Now, this would have been a good move if he actually did take out Lamar, but of course, he did not. Lamar is very much still alive. We seen him in the last episode, now messing with B-Mickie's family because bro did not finish the job. If that's me, and I know I'm planning on turning on Lamar after I make this deal, first of all, I'm not even making a deal with Lamar. Lamar is too crazy to make a deal with. Yes, I know he just beat his drug addiction, conviction, but I still cannot trust bro. Y'all seen what he did to his own cousin in this season. Now, granted, I'm not saying the cousin didn't deserve it, but the way this man Lamar took out his cousin gotta be studied. They really be writing him in to have some of the craziest kills in all of BMF. I'm telling you. I know you remember when bro emptied that cosmology bag out on dude and then pistol him right after, killing him in that way. He didn't even have to shoot him in the head or nothing. So yeah, I would never make a deal with Lamar, but if I did, I would make sure this man was dead. I would not turn my back on bro until I knew I emptied the entire clip on him. I would have put another mag in the gun and emptied that one out too. There is no way you of all characters are this familiar with Lamar's game and you thought 2 bullets to both his shoulders was gonna be enough to take him out? This man is literally the boogeyman. You of all people should know this very well. Considering your relationship with Kato, your rank in the BMF organization at the time where Lamar was the biggest threat to it, just seeing firsthand what bro has come back from. Like, I don't understand why B-Mickie, you would make this deal with bro and not ensure that you finish the job. So now Lamar is doing his thing. Now he got his daughter and his wife in his possession. And B-Mickie's probably going to die in the next episode. I'm going to keep it a beat. We know it's a funeral that's coming up, and I cannot see, after all the foul shit that B-Mickie's done this season, surviving to see the end of this series potentially, because I heard that season 4 is probably going to be the last season. For all we know, B-Mickie's whole family could get dropped off in this next episode fucking with Lamar. The craziest thing to me about all this is the fact that his wife was cool with all of this seemingly. Like, yeah, she didn't like the fact that he was doing it, but you know the people that he's messing with. You know B-Mickie, you know Southwest T. And I'm sure that you know of Lamar. You've probably heard of Lamar being with B-Mickie this long. And yet you still allowed him to do all this knowing you have a newborn daughter. And if she wasn't made aware of who B-Mickie, Southwest T, and Lamar are, that's an L move on B-Mickie's part. You're risking your whole family effing with people that you know are extremely dangerous in their own hood. Mind you, you could have moved your family out the hood similarly to how Joey Badass's Unique did in Power Book 3. Got a little apartment, a storage room, something, and operated out of there. Instead, this is what you decide to do. I can't justify it at all. B-Mickie gotta be the biggest dumbass of all of BMF season 4. Yeah, let me know what y'all think though. Is B-Mickie gonna come back from this in this season finale episode? What are your expectations for it? I want to try to get a video out to y'all before the finale drops tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. But until then, I've been host Jay Suave. Hope you've been entertained, and we gonna talk soon. Peace, y'all. Praise up for B-Mickie and his family. Lord knows they gonna need it.